Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to go over something I've been wanting to do to my truck for a while. If you guys can't tell by the thumbnail, I'm going to add some storage to my truck today. I've seen a lot online of kind of ways. The only way that they've used it is like a rifle case and you have to add like string or wire or whatever. Anyway, so let me show you what I'm talking about, what I want to do and why I'm doing it. Okay. So I went to Harbor Freight during their sale, and I got the Apache 4800 cases. I took off all the stickers already. Why I went with this case is the fact that the rifle cases are only about like, I don't know, 2 inches, an inch and a half, something like that. So you don't have much depth, and I wanted something with a little more depth to it for gear storage or tools or just kind of whatever I want to put in there, honestly. Like, it's just nice, and I can take the foam out. But I also, let's see, open these. Got some lights, motion activated lights. So they're on right now because they're in the case the whole time. But essentially they're magnetic. My thought process is to take the foam out, at least a layer. I might have nothing, but I mean, they're pretty deep. I mean, it's pretty deep. So taking this out for now, my thought process is to take one of these lights and mount it right there on the top. So this is going to be my table, and this will be kind of sitting there. So I'll show you guys what I'm talking about in just a second, but I wanted to go over what my thoughts are with this. The magnets, I'm worried about it falling off on rocky trails or the heat, taking the adhesive off. So I plan on I have some really strong Velcro. So lay down a strip of Velcro, put down the magnets, and then we're good to go. But we're going to focus on mounting everything first, and then we'll deal with the lights. So let me kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'll put the camera on the tripod and go from there. All right, guys. So my thought process is mounting them right here, side by side. I kind of pre-measured it out. So depending on your bed rack, you might have to do something a little different. But why I wanted these ones, the 4800s at least, is they have kind of a built-in stop. So I can act it as a table once everything's all mounted. And mounting is pretty self-explanatory, right? Drill some holes in the case, some bolts, some washers on the other side. But I'm gonna show you guys exactly what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, so you guys can make the educated decision to do it yourselves or not. But let me go ahead and get everything kind of set. I'm probably gonna bring my wife out here in just a second to kind of help me make sure everything's lined up and leveled out, and then get some Sharpie to get the backside so I know exactly where to mount these, go from there. Oh, and I apologize about the noises and the fan. It's 108 degrees outside right now, so doing this for you guys. Okay guys, so I have my wife with me now, and we're gonna be going, and so you want to kind of pre-measure, because you have these little side locks on both sides. So we kind of held it up for a second just to put it up there, and we realized that we ran into these two touching. So either A, you can take it out and you still have 3 points of contact, or what we're doing right now is we're trying to figure out where they can go to where the inside latches can still open, and we still have space to drop it down. So right now I'm looking on mine, and I'm marking it out on both the case as well as the bed rack. So I got my little line taken care of. Now, you still have yours in the same spot?
Yeah, double check the top, make sure that this is lined up. I couldn't really see it.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I think so. So now that we have them both lined up, our next step is to go ahead and I'm gonna have her get inside with the Sharpie. So it's definitely help to have a friend or wife or someone who can help you out. So she's gonna go ahead and open up the tailgate, get inside, and what we're gonna do is, so depending on what bed rack you have, you might have to drill into it depending on what it is. But I got these slots and pinholes and stuff like that, so I'm gonna try my best to get it the furthest point of contact. That way I'm not kind of wedging it. So, you know, you want it further apart, that way you've got more space to fight against leverage. So she's gonna get the Sharpie. Now I'm gonna line up my mark that I have on my bed rack and on my case. Yeah. Also remember too, when you're doing this, you don't, you know, obviously you can do it however you want, but I'm trying to have mine right, slightly above the paint, right on the, like, the step or top part of the bed so it doesn't rub. Got my little handy level. I'm gonna reline it up. And I'm putting the level on there. And we want to make them big black dots so I know where to drill. All right, that's level. Big black dots, please. Okay, so that one's done. So you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Right here and right there. And for this as well. You can also put one in dead center if you want, but I'll probably do that later. I'm running
Today, Junior?
hardware I have. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the next one. Same thing. My mark on here, my mark on here are gonna match up. I'm gonna put it level again. Make sure the marks are still lined up when you level it out. All right, and that's it. 4 big black circles, and we'll start drilling. All right. So hopefully you guys can see that. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's where our holes are going to be for our hardware. All right, guys. So now we have our drill bit. It's the hardware I'm using. I'm using this, and then some bigger washers. So this is where trust. So trust the process. If you mess up, silicone works really well to kind of patch up those holes, but we're not gonna mess up. I'm a YouTube professional, right? All right. All right. Clean out the holes. Make sure the hardware fits. Probably the step up I want a little small on purpose. So I want it a little snug. But that's okay. Yep, I'm gonna step it up just one more, which is fine. I wanted to do that anyways, just in case. So we're gonna go ahead and step it up real quick. Same thing. Grab it again. All right, it's a little snug, but I want it a little snug. So we'll see. Might be too snug. Sorry guys, it's hot out here, so it might be anyways, you guys get the point. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, make sure I get everything correct on here, and then I'll bring you guys back to when I get the other case done and this case done. All right guys, we're back. We have the holes drilled. So the next step, my wife is sitting there holding it. Oop. So this is gonna be fun. So remember to mark up your alignment hole and exactly where you want it. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna open up the case. I'm gonna go ahead and get a bolt or two through, so that way she can hold it, or get on the inside, she can get the bolt. You got it? She's gonna kind of put it on slightly, not too tight, that way we can kind of get all the other bolts in there. So she's gonna go ahead and hand thread it on. She's putting a washer on the back side. Also have a washer on the inside, that way it kind of sandwiches together and doesn't rip through the plastic over time. All right, so we got one done. Put the other one on top so that way we can work freely. Probably should have cleaned out that hole. All right. So while she's doing that, I'm gonna get the other ones in. Yeah, I do like that. Yeah, and if you guys want to, I'm probably gonna do this later. We got a bead of silicone. I'm replacing these washers with some bigger ones later. But you put a bead of silicone on this side to kind of help watertight or seal it if you guys so choose. I don't think I'm gonna have an issue with it personally, but it is an option. So I won't bore you guys with what happens next, but essentially we're gonna go ahead and tighten all those, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the second one and get that up to show you guys. So let me go ahead and get that. All right, this one.
Okay.
All right, guys, so we have them mounted now. I messed up and I was a little too low. So I drilled again and I put some clear silicone inside the holes. So we'll see how that goes. I'll probably modify that later, but don't be afraid to mess up. Anyways, so the next part, what I'm gonna be doing now, the camera stopped shaking. Okay, so I have these motion sensor lights. I think I bought them for, I don't know, just under 20 bucks for two of them. Anyways, they're rechargeable. I have two magnets, but I'm worried about when they are up there, because I'm gonna mount them right here, right below the pressure relief valve. And they're pretty up there tight. And I'm worried that either the adhesive or the magnet will kind of jar and it'll fall when I'm using the truck. So to remedy that, I'm still gonna use the magnets, but I've already pre-cut some Velcro. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some Velcro on. So I'm gonna prep all this. I'm gonna go ahead and put some Velcro on the back of this, and then put the Velcro strip on it, and then place it up there with the magnets. So let me do that real quick. I'll kind of scoot you guys back a little bit. So all right. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do that now. I'm no Velcro professional, but it's like duct tape almost, I feel like. Slap it on anything you can. The hardest part is always getting that stupid film off. There we go. Okay. So here we go. Putting it in the center. Wrapping it around. Okay. I'm going to take my lovely male side, put it on top, and stick it to it. That way when I go to place it up here, everything's nice and tight. I might only have to be able to just do the Velcro, it looks like, because the magnets are a little too shallow. Okay, yes, so I'm gonna have to do that. So we'll see how long this lasts. And if all else fails, this adhesive doesn't work for whatever reason, I'm gonna go ahead and get super glue and it's gonna stay on there forever. But this is pretty strong stuff, at least the stuff I bought. Okay, press it on there nice and firm. And voila. As you guys can see, I now have light. I'm gonna turn off my camera light real fast. But now I have light for when I'm actually out there. Middle of nowhere, it turns off and I need to, like, oh, I need to get whatever it is out of the truck. I can open it up, grab whatever I need, and I'm gonna put the foam, at least the small section back here, kind of cover up everything, kind of keep dust and whatever else it does get through there. So I'm gonna go ahead and copy that process on the other side. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that done so it doesn't take too long. So same process, take all the lovely markings and stuff off of it. Unfortunately, the magnets don't work for my application, but that's okay. So I'm excited about this. I've been wanting something like this for a while. I haven't seen anybody else really do anything like this. I've seen them do the rifle cases, but again, it's just kind of a really thin, you don't really have much to work with, but you do get a long profile. I do believe it's good enough for like a set of, what do you call it? Like a small drill set, something like that. Even a recovery rope or strap. But anything more than that, you really can't take it out. Sorry guys, it's taking so long. This adhesive, this backing does not want to come off. Oh my gosh, there we go. Woo, so strong. Okay, so put it back on the middle. Oh, it's on there now. All right. That's cool. These ones is that I can change the light. So I'm gonna go with a harsher white light, and then I'm gonna take this off again. Ugh. And okay. Whew. I don't know why it took so hard to get off. Okay. So now it's stuck on there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put it on this one as well. That's about as centered as I can get it. And just like that, I have power on the side of the road. How cool is that? What's nice is I can just really shut the lid and they'll shut off. There's a small timer on them and it's motion censored. So once there's light, just like that. So once there's motion, I can come by. Oop, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it's right, it is light dependent. So let's go ahead and close this up. And then, boom, there it is. How cool is that? I don't know, I think that's the coolest thing since sliced bread. So that's it for right now. I'm gonna go ahead and get the sheeting so you guys can see the back part of it. So for me, the finished product is gonna look like this. Like that. And I'm probably gonna swap that around like that. So that's gonna be my finished product. I think it's gonna look really nice. Now I've got a platform for whatever I want. I can come out here, set my phone on there. I can set, I had my drill on there earlier. I mean, you can, like, you know, within reason, obviously, because these, but it does have like a nice back to it. So like this backing part right here, it stops it. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get some super glue or silicone poly and just kind of layer that on there and then make it nice and tight. That way I don't have to worry about it, so it's nice and flush. But that's it, guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe. I could really use it. I'm trying to get to that 500 mark. I'm getting really close, about 150-ish people away. So I could really use some help. I've been doing a lot of stuff right now. Excuse me. Boy, I hope I'm in the screen. Anyways, so I've been doing a lot of stuff right now. I just had a kid not too long ago. And so the camping, we're trying to go ahead and get that started back up here shortly again. But in the meantime, I'm doing a lot of rig walkthrough series that I'm doing, which is a lot of fun. Meeting a lot of cool people doing it that way. So check out those videos, check out my DIY stuff, and then we'll go from there. Thanks, guys. Like, share, subscribe.